Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is iOLANDE Melody. I'm an independent music artist from the UK. Today is gonna be another nail video. I had no intention of doing so many nail videos, but I've been on a bit of a journey and I've been learning a lot of new things. You know, we've all just been realising things and like... realising things. These nails have given me a new personality, I swear. I just feel so sassy, you know what I mean? But without me gibber-jabbering on so much, as I always do, I'm just gonna get straight into it. These nails are actually PolyGel. If you've been following my channel, you'll notice that my nails used to be naturally really long. I did a video about the truth about nail salons, and I also did another video that was a tutorial on how I do my own shellac. I'll link them down below if you want to watch that. But since uploading those videos, I started researching about PolyGel. So it all started when I was scrolling on Instagram and I found this ad come up for this stuff. What it looked like was some kind of gooey gel mixture, and they were just painting it onto the nail, and then next thing you know, it's a solid nail. As all of these Instagram ads are, they always make out as if it's so easy, when in actual fact, it's not. But anyway, this triggered me into a whole load of research. I'm talking like hours, days of research about PolyGel. And what I noticed was when you type it in on YouTube, there's no video that explains everything that you need to know about PolyGel. Or if you watch a video about it, the girls just assume that you know exactly what they're talking about. This video is for beginners, intermediates, people who are looking to better their skill at PolyGel, and also just new people who don't know what PolyGel is. Because I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. I'm also going to be showing myself up to be a complete and utter hypocrite, right? Because in my nail video, I slated the nail salons so much, and now that I've found PolyGel, I have actually trimmed all of my nails down to like stumps. I'm not sad, I'm not sad, I'm not sad, I'm fine. They're not stumps, they're just really short underneath. So I'm with the fake nail life now. That's me. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so first things first. What is PolyGel? I'm going to get the Google definition. PolyGel is essentially the love child of acrylic and gel, combining both of their good qualities but leaving out all the bad stuff. Brackets, if only you could do that with men, eh? This is the Google definition, what the hell? Anyway, PolyGel can be applied as an overlay on your natural nails or as a nail enhancement. This is why I'm so sold on PolyGel. I hate acrylic. I've had them once. They broke within a day. The stuff is notorious for damaging your nails, and this stuff is kind of new, I believe. Or new to me anyway, so... Okay, so first thing that I know everyone's going to be asking is, does this stuff damage your nails? I'm going to say yes and no. I do my own PolyGel. I don't trust another person with my beauty unless I really know that person. I don't necessarily trust nail technicians because of the reasons that I stated in the nail salon video. If you were to get this done at a salon on repeat, I can't guarantee that they're not going to damage your nails. But if you care about your nail health, this shouldn't damage your nails, but you have to be careful and you have to be patient. So I'm going to list 2 ways in which it can damage your natural nails and how to avoid it. So the first way is upon application. A lot of people who do nails always promote this idea of filing on top of the nail, like to buff it and get rid of all of the shine or something. If you file on top of your natural nail, it will damage your natural nail. A lot of people have also stated that the PolyGel doesn't stick onto your nails unless you file on top of the nails. That's not true. I can tell you it's not true because the first time that I applied them, I did not file my nails at all on the surface. And the first set that I ever applied, they would not come off. I'm literally not exaggerating here. I'd knocked them on things, they'd went through hell and back, and they didn't break. As we go through this video, I will explain to you how to make sure that they don't just pop off. I haven't experienced them popping off because I've took all of the precautions beforehand, apart from the filing. Okay, so next way that you can damage them is obviously the removal process. So PolyGel is supposed to be really thick. Because it's so thick, you have to file it down so that it gets to a really thin kind of layer, and then you soak it in acetone. I'm going to show you just how thick some of them are. Don't judge my application right now because I went through absolute hell and back applying these, and I'll explain all of that later. But, so yeah, this is like the side of them. It's not the most perfect application, especially this one. This one's an absolute mess. But, you see how thick they are? I have not tried removing these with just acetone. I really don't think that it would do anything, to be quite honest. So far I've removed one set, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a lot of effort the first time. Bearing in mind I'm still learning, so I will get quicker. And I have a confession. So, this is really bad. When I posted my nail salon video, some of you may remember that I said something really bad about the electric nail drills. I've seen high street salons that use electric grinder drills to literally drill away at the shellac. And they don't just drill at your shellac, they drill at your nails. They are literally eroding your nails. I didn't even know that this was a thing. They're actually called e-files, and when I was looking on YouTube to try and find out a safe way to remove these, it kept coming up with e-files, and I was like, what are these girls doing? Like, this is terrible. Like, why are you using an electric drill to file away at your nails? It's so horrible. Like, ooh. And then I watched a video of a girl that tried to do it manually, and she was like, this took me an hour. And long story short, I bought one. I bought an electric nail drill. I'm not proud, but I can tell you now, as long as you watch some tutorials, make sure that you pay attention to the way that they remove the polygel. As long as you're gentle, and as long as you don't hit any of the cuticle or your natural nail, you will be fine. I'll link this one down below. This one's pretty good. It's got all sorts of different, in fact, hold on. The one that I bought has got all of these different heads that you can put on it. They all do a different purpose. Some of them are more gentle. You can read in the booklet what they're meant for. You can adjust the settings so it's not as fast. And remember, you're only filing so that it gets to a thin layer, and then you just put the acetone on. So you shouldn't be hitting your natural nail at all. Obviously, my first time, I'm gonna have a few hiccups. There was one point where I hit the cuticle and I actually damaged it a little bit. It made me really sad, but I'm still about the polygel life, so. Okay, so I have gone on for about 20 minutes about the removal process and whether it damages your nails or not. And that's purely because, for me personally, this is exactly what I wanted to know. I want to know, is it gonna damage my natural nails? If it does, I'm not touching this stuff. So I'm presuming that you guys are the same, because everybody thinks like me. So the next question that you guys are probably wondering is, how long do they last? Honestly, I think that they last a long time. As long as you apply them properly, I don't think they're coming off. However, I have never ever been able to have super long nails. I used to work in the hospitality industry and I really wanted super duper long nails like Cardi B. Now, these ones are probably not half as long as Cardi B's because Cardi B's are just next level, but as you can see, these are pretty long and not very practical. And because of that, last week, 3 broke off. But the first time that I ever applied them, they were a little bit shorter and they lasted for 3 weeks and there was no breakage at all. So what I'm saying is, if you want to live with that whole long nail life, you're gonna have to learn to do things a bit differently. For example, I can't type anymore. So what I do is I use my knuckles. If I really need to type a text, I will make it very short and I'm just like, oh no, o. Hello, comma, are you okay, question mark. See, it's fine, I don't need to type. What I actually do most of the time now is I just send voice notes because it's a hell of a lot easier, but also I found a thing that says dictation. You press this little microphone button and then all you do is you talk to your phone and it just types for you. And in addition to this, I have literally spent my life since I was like 16 scraping plates, washing up, doing lots of menial tasks, and I'm just not going to do it anymore. I still can do chores, it just takes me a hell of a lot longer, to be honest, and I think people feel a bit sorry for me because if I break one of these, it literally like upsets me for like 3 hours, so... what's my next part? Okay, next question. Do you need a UV or an LED light in order to cure them? Yes. Yes, you do. I believe that if you have an LED light, it takes a shorter amount of time to cure the nails. So we're talking probably about 30 to 60 seconds. And if you have a UV light, like I do, it's 2 minutes. So if you want to save on time, get the LED lamp. Which kit is the best one to get? Right, this is an important one. Most of the YouTubers that I watched that were talking about PolyGel are actually American. They had a few brands that they would list. I can't think off the top of my head what they were, but basically if you're from the UK, you click on the link and then you find that there's no reviews, and it kind of made me a bit paranoid, and it made me think, well, if there's no Amazon reviews, I'm not gonna buy it. You know, this is an investment of my time, my money. I don't want to take the risk. So the kit that I got was Model Ones. Model Ones? Modelones? Modelones? It's called that. I will obviously link that down below as well, and it is an affiliate link, so, you know, I'd get a little commission if you buy. Amazon affiliate links are my only way of earning money at the moment. So far, I've earned £1. Well, actually, no, 76p, but that's basically like £1, you know. So if you're from the UK, the Model Ones or Modelones PolyGel Kit, it's fantastic. It's got everything that you need. The reviews are absolutely brilliant. There's tons and tons and tons of pictures and 5-star ratings. They come with the slip solution, the dual forms. You get 6 tubes of PolyGel and they're all different colours. You also get the brush and the spatula. It just feels like, not a luxury product, but it feels like you're getting something that's quality, and it evidently shows because my polygels have worked out fine for me. So the last time I checked, the Model Ones, I don't know what it's called, the PolyGel kit that I bought, it's sold out. However, it did come back in stock for a bit and then it was sold out again. What I would say is just prioritise the Amazon reviews over YouTubers recommending, because we all know that some YouTubers are kind of a bit sellouty and they just talk about a product because they've been sent it for free. I'm not one of those YouTubers because nobody wants to do a brand deal with me because I've only got 600 subscribers. Anyway, next question. Can you wear them with shellac or gel polish? Yes. Yes, you can. If you want to change the shellac halfway through, say for example, like these last for about a month. So shellac usually starts to chip after about 2 weeks. However, these haven't chipped at all. They're just starting to look a little bit skanky because they're growing out. And my shellac application is not that great. If you want to remove the shellac, what I would recommend is to actually file off the shellac. Don't put acetone on, because if you're putting it on polygel, acetone does affect the polygel, so it's kind of like you're... Okay, and the next thing that everybody wants to know, is it a learning curve? Yes, it is. However, for me, it wasn't that difficult because I'd watched so many tutorials. Now, unless you guys want a Yolanda Melody special, I'm not going to be doing a tutorial. I'm sorry, I'm not that good. If I get a shed ton of requests, then yeah, of course I'm going to do that for you guys, but I don't want this channel to turn into a nail channel. And I really get so impatient and so frustrated doing my nails. I think the pressure of me having a camera on me whilst I was doing that would just be... But if you've got a pen and a paper, what I would do is write down these notes, because these tips helped me so much in making sure that my first application was really successful. Because the thing is, if you don't do it right and then you cure the nails, it's kind of like... It's really difficult to fix once you've cured the nails. Okay, so tip number 1, do make sure that you prep your nails properly. The most important thing is to make sure that your nails are clean, dry, make sure that your cuticles are pushed back properly. Before you put the base coat on, wipe each nail with acetone. That'll properly dry them out so that it adheres to the nail. Now, when you're using the slip solution, what I do is I dip the brush, dab, 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 on some blue roll or some tissue. Make sure that you don't use too much slip solution to the point where the slip solution dilutes the polygel. That can be a problem. It can cause the polygel to pop off because the product is being diluted by its opposer, because slip solution does not gel with polygel. It's like a barrier. Okay, so if you're using jewel forms, make sure that it's thin around the cuticle area, thin on the sides, and then as thick as possible right on the apex. So you'll see here, this is the apex. That's where all of your strength is going to be to ensure that it doesn't snap off. The thicker you can have the polygel, the less likely you are to break it. If you apply it really thin and flat, it will break. So we're embracing the chunky nails, okay? Around the cuticle, obviously you want it to be as flat on the nail, like kind of like it goes, like it's just merging with your natural nail, you know what I mean? If it's like a thick lump on top around where the cuticle is, when they grow out, they're gonna look proper manky. And you're also gonna look at them and you're gonna be like picking at them and just getting a bit annoyed, and you'll probably want to remove them and then put a new pair on because it's looking so skanky. And another tip is, make sure that you don't press too hard with the jewel forms. You wanna press it down so it's just right. Don't use too much pressure. Once you feel like it's in the right position, whack it under the light as soon as possible. I really wanted to be able to just put all of the jewel forms on and then cure it all in one go. But the problem is that sometimes one will move and then the other will move, and once the polygel starts to move around and stuff, it starts looking really messy. Like this one, for example, it's all like lumpy and stuff. It's like, it's horrible. Oh yeah, and just one more thing, right? I watched a tutorial and the woman said it's best to try and mold your nails how you want them because filing them is such a hard deal. It's not. I don't know why she said that, because the kit that I bought comes with 180 grit file. As long as you have a file that is of that grit, that's really, really rough, it's so easy to file them into shape. The first set that I had, I wanted like long claws, and I tried to position the polygel into a long claw, and it was just, I was doing my polygels until about 1 o'clock in the morning and I was exhausted. And what I realised is that I could have just filed them and it would have just been so much easier. So yeah, thank you for that. So yeah, in conclusion, this is what I'm doing with my nails now. I'm over the moon. I absolutely love polygel, and anyone who wants long Cardi B nails, I recommend this so much. I'm sold. For 5 years straight, I was convinced that I could grow my own nails this long and that they wouldn't break. But the thing is, your natural nails are never gonna be that strong. The polygel is so hard, and if you break one, you can just create a new nail and it's not as traumatic. So yeah, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and if you want to buy a PolyGel kit for yourself, make sure to click the links below. And like I say, I always research the hell out of everything. I'm not going to promote something to you guys that is trash. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye!